What's up, good people? You know what day it is. It's your boy, Toastmaster, coming to you again on a lovely Thursday, Cuban Thursday at that. Hope everybody's having a good week. Mine is going pretty well, I must say. All things are good. Today, I will be enjoying something that I haven't had in a little while. Not nothing too fancy, but just something I haven't had in a while. The Monte Cristo Dumas is what I call it. It's the 1935 Linea Dumas. This one is the smaller one. It's about a 5.5 by 50. It's about a 50 ring gauge. Yeah, you can't really tell, but that's what I'll be partaking in today. It's a little gloomy out today, a little windy, a little chillier than it has been. We've been having some good 70, 75 plus days and degrees here in DC, so today being a little chilly, I'm not even mad because it's keeping them dumbass bees away. We cool though, we cool. So sit back, relax, light you one up, and I'm gonna do the same. I'll be back in a minute. All right. What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week going so far? Mine's pretty good. No complaints here. All is well. Still in the gym, still getting fit, still doing my thing. Had to throw on one of the old school hoodies today. It's a little chilly out here, and the other one, the black one with the white letters, is actually in my car, and I didn't feel like going to get it. But you can see my car right there. That white car right there, that's mine. That's my baby right there. That's Mabel. But yeah, so like I said, I'm smoking a Monte Cristo Linea Dumas. They have like 3 different sizes. This is the smaller one. This is either the smaller one or the next to the smaller one. I believe it's the next to the smaller one, if I'm not mistaken, because I have one that's bigger than this. But anyway, it's a very good smoke. I've had this for maybe, say about 2 years now. Hitting good too, hitting good. It's got a bit of a janky burn on it right now, but you know, it'll work itself out, I'm sure of it. Got my water, you know, cutting that booze and stuff out. So, you know, I gotta be mindful. But as you know, I'm recording this earlier in the week, but I went to the gym from Wednesday to Sunday, 5 days straight. And for some reason on Sunday when I was in there, I will admit, Saturday night, I went out to Fridays. I had a burger. I had something, I forget what it was called, but the burger came with bacon and ribs on top of it. Well, the rib was on top, but it had bacon, jalapenos, and the burger, and you know, all the little fixings. It was bomb. Had some fries, and they had like these $4 drinks. I had plenty of them. Then I went back to the spot and I had some Blade and Bow. So I was sipping on that after that. I got back probably around, let's say about 12, 1 o'clock, about 12, closer to 12. And yeah, started sipping that Blade and Bow, and I was faded, man. I was nice and good. I was good and tight, like they say. good and tight. And then I woke up the next morning, did my little morning ritual, and then I went to the gym. I was tired, but normally when I'm tired and I'm going to the gym, when I get there, I get a burst of energy. And I'm like, boom, let's go. That didn't happen. That didn't happen at all. I usually work out for an hour or two, minimum at least an hour. Only worked out for 50 minutes. Actually, I'll take that back. I only actually worked out for about 40 minutes because that last 10 minutes, I was doing hack squats, and so I start off with a light weight to kind of warm the muscles up. And then I slap on some extra weight to really, put some pressure and some tension on these muscles. I don't know if I put too much or a combination of what I did the night before. Oh, and I also didn't eat before I went to the gym or drink a whole lot of water between all the booze I had the night before and when I got to the gym. I was doing the hack squats, I put the extra weight on, and when I went down and came up, I just felt weird. So I re-racked the weights and I took a step back and I started feeling faint. My heart was racing, and I've had that feeling before. It has to do with like blood sugar and oxygen to the brain and stuff like that. But normally I'll just, drink some water, walk around, breathe deeply, and it'll kind of subside. Nah, this junk lingered for like 10 minutes. And I looked at my watch. My heart rate was at like 126. Mind you, I hadn't been doing nothing for at least 45 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds. And so I walked around, I got some water, I talked to myself to kind of like calm myself down. It felt like a panic attack. And so once I calmed myself down, I was sweating a little bit and some more shit, man. But I didn't have any like chest pains, no pains running down my arm, no headache or nothing like that. So I think it was just a combination of like dehydration, alcohol, putting my body through stress with not enough water in it, and it just wasn't good. So I was at Gold's Gym, and so what I normally do after my workouts is I go and they have like the little beds that you can, like not really a bed, it's like a recliner that you can get the hydro massage. They use the water, like you're sitting on top of a tarp, whatever. But I got one of those. I was in there for about 20 minutes, and I was watching my heart rate the entire time. It got back down into a normal range, mid to high 60s, and I was good. But a day later, I still kind of feel, I don't know if it's like a nervous feeling or what, but it's still kind of lingering a little bit. I mean, I'm good now, but it was still lingering. Like all Sunday, all majority of Monday, it was like Monday it started to subside. But I'm working, so I'm not like thinking about it. And I think it's one of those hypochondriac kind of things where you think about it and you feel like it's still happening or lingering or whatever's going on is still going on. So I'm chalking it up to that. But yeah, so Sunday sat me down. I did get in there and do something. I got some bench press out the way. I got some squats out the way. But that's the thing, I did regular squats and I was fine. I did bench press, incline bench press, and I was fine. I think that it was just a combination of a few things. Like I said, the night before that I hadn't had a lot of water. I also had all that burger and them fries. It was just a combination of just bad eating and bad whatever I was doing, putting in my body and whatnot. And so I took Monday off. I'll be back in there on Tuesday. So Tuesday we'll see how everything goes. Tuesday in the AM. But that's really all that's been going on with me. It's really windy out here, And so it's making my cigar act funny. And I think I need to put some fluid in my lighter. Anyway, let me get this lighter situated. Let me get down further into this. I'll get back with you in a minute. All right, now we're cooking with gas. This daggone thing was bone dry. I had to let so much air out before it actually will fill up. It was crazy. But yeah, anyway. So, shit, what's been going on, man? Oh, let me send my condolences out to all of the mass shootings, to all those families that's being affected by these mass shootings that's going on. I don't know what the hell is going on in this world, man, but it's getting crazier and crazier every day. They need gun control, they need this, they need that. Man, we just need a whole lot of stuff, man. And personally, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, they say stronger background checks and mental health checks and stuff like that, which is cool, you know, yeah, that'll help. But some of these people are just naturally hateful. You know, it's not really, I mean, I'm on the outside looking in, man. And I just feel like there's some hateful people in this world, man. Check on your people, man. Make sure you check on your people. Make sure they good, because, you know, a simple, hey, how you doing can go a long way to somebody. A hug can go a long way. Brothers, hug your folks. Hug your boys. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Let them know that they're not alone, man, because it could be a gentleman or young lady who is with a group of people and feel alone 100% of the time. So, you know, just extend that branch and let people know that you're an ear for them. But it's crazy out here, man. There's a lot going on. I don't watch the news because it's depressing. But where I work at, we have CNN playing literally all day long. So when I'm walking to the back to like the kitchen area, I'll glimpse at the TV. I've done seen something about the U.S. dollar, oil prices changing from the U.S. dollar to something else, and the government has started a Cash App-like service. I don't know what's going on, man. I just really don't know, man. I used to go down a rabbit hole of conspiracy theories on YouTube, but that should just make you not want to leave the house. Make you not want to leave the house, make you eat dirt, because the food ain't real, nothing is real, water ain't real, everything's acidic or whatever the hell it be. It's crazy. Seen something with the Dalai Lama sticking his tongue out or some crazy shit like that. Look, man, I got better things to think about than a lot of the stuff that's going on. And while I don't tend to like to be blindsided by stuff, but I got my own family, my own problems, and I'm just trying to make sure we all straight, you know? And it's hard. As a single dad, it's hard. But, you know, my son is in college. He'll be coming home in a month from his first year. I'm proud of him. My youngest daughter just had her first track meet. It wasn't, they didn't win anything, but, you know, she's in the 7th grade. So it was just for them to get a feel of it. And she enjoyed it. I had to work, so I didn't get a chance to make it, but I will be making the next one. So, and my oldest daughter, she's just a ball of fun, just growing up every day. Sometimes, you know, if you got kids, man, sometimes you just wish they could be this big again. Yeah, it's so funny to watch them grow up. But you gotta let them go sometimes. Gotta let them go. But this cigar is doing me all right. This is the first one I've had, and I think the last time I smoked was last Friday. Yeah, last Friday. So, you know, whatever. But, you know, typical Cuban flavor. This one is another one that's a little more earthy. and doesn't quite have that many sweet notes to it, but it's still good nonetheless. It's got a pretty dark ash, and I think that from what I'm still a novice in some of these instances, but they say a dark ash means that something with the soil or the tobacco or something, I don't know, but something wasn't right or as right as it should have been. And then, with my, because I live in DC and I don't have central air, with the change in the weather, my cigars are starting to fluctuate in humidity and temperature. So I'm thinking of, because I have a cooler door, I'm thinking of just transferring all of my Cubans to my cooler door, and I'm put my Cubans in my cooler door and all of my high-end cigars in there. Because right now I have a little bit of everything. I got some Cubans in there, I got some high-end stuff in there, I got some budget sticks in there, I got some regularly priced cigars in there, so I think I'm gonna just do this transfer. It's time for me to do a swap anyway, so it'll all work out as it should. How often do you guys rotate your cigars? I do mine about every 2 seasons, so roughly every 6 months. I got 2 real big plastic Tupperware, not Tupperware, I hate to call them Tupperware, but the Rubbermaid real big plastic containers, 2 full to the brim with cigars. I even got some Cubans in there too. It's crazy. But let me get down to the band on this, which will probably be like the midway of the second, third, and I'll get back to you in a minute. All right. As you see, I got to that first band, and we starting to even out on that burn. Still a little janky, but I ain't concerned. It's got a lot of tar buildup back here. I like to do a punch on my Cubans, but I probably should have V-cut this. Well. But it's not a lot going on. NBA playoffs is starting. I don't understand this play-in stuff that they got going on. I don't really watch basketball. I mean, I watch basketball, but I don't follow it to understand. I'm used to teams being regular season, then playoffs. Now they got something called the play-in or something like that, and then that determines some other crazy crap. I don't know. But it's NBA basketball's final season, so we got that. Not a lot going on in football. I see that the Commanders are about to get sold. I know a lot of the fans are happy about that. Don't know if it's going to change the culture of the team, but who cares? They're not the Dallas Cowboys. And Jerry ain't never selling that team. He going to be in his grave still controlling that team, I promise you. I absolutely promise you. I did see that Philly gave Hurts, I think it was like $255 million. Good stuff. Good for him. He deserves it. He's a damn good quarterback. And they're gonna win he's gonna win a Super Bowl with them. I'm pretty sure of that. Within the next, I'd say 2 years, 3 years maybe, 3 years tops. They kind of dismantled a few core pieces from their team in this offseason so far, but they kept a lot of the really, really core people. They locked in Hurts. They have their receiver core locked in still, which is one of the best receiver cores in the NFL. Got to see what my boy Lamb and the new guy Cooks is going to do. I hope we keep Gallup. I know that there have been talks about shopping him around, but I hope they keep him because that'll give us 3 solid receivers if Gallup can stay healthy. I still want us to try to get, put it like this, if they get rid of Gallup, I hope they bring in Watson. I think that's his name, Deshaun Watson. Deshaun something. He plays in Arizona. I think it's Deshaun Watson. I'm not sure though, but him. I want him to come. That's who I really, really wanted to come over Cooks. But Jerry know what he doing. But I don't really have much else to say. Just all I really do is go to work and go to the gym. I don't work at the lounge anymore, so there's that. And that's pretty much it. That's all I got going on, to be honest with you. Gym and work. Gym, work, home, sleep. Literally it. So, with that being said, as I always say, stay humble, stay positive, keep positive people in your circle, and never forget, reach for the sky, only settle for the top. I'm your boy Tokemaster, and I'm gone.